Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. We got the Jags box here, and let's see, inside we have a new car, Edelbrock. We have the fuel line, we have a new cap for the master cylinder, the brake master cylinder, and a fuel gauge. Also we have valve cover gaskets. And this is all for the C3. We're gonna get started on this install, get this thing ready for the season. And while we're at it, I also did receive the rest of the parts that I need for the C4 and the Magnum. All right, so we have the dark film here, the vinyl film for the fog lights. I don't know if you guys remember, I wanted to make them a little darker, and then I did get the switchback running light and signal for the front headlights. And I also have the paint. It's black satin. This will be for the front lip spoiler. I'm gonna get ahead and get that done. And I bought some tape, some wire harness tape. This is pretty decent tape. Also, it looks like a cloth, or it probably is a cloth, and it sticks well. Plus, it just makes everything look cleaner. It looks almost stock when you open up the hood and you see the new wiring. All right, let's get started. Okay, hood is open. I don't know, the filter looks kind of tight, right? Kind of small. But she runs well once you're on the throttle. At idle, it's got this little stumble to it. And so what I found is that, especially in the morning when you start it, choke is not working properly. Well, it's not working. It's not even connected. It's a manual choke. There's a manual choke on here. And let's take a look on this side. You can see that it's really old looking, and so they have the choke. You see this wire on here? They have the choke open. All right, because if you remove this, okay, and then see, it's pretty tight. It feels like it's binding. So anyway, we're gonna go ahead and swap this out, make it a electric choke, and this way when you start it up and it's cold, it'll idle up until it warms up. Then you kick it down, and she'll stay at a decent idle speed. All right, let's get started. Okay, that was easy. Out with the old, in with the new. One shot. Oh no. Let's get that out of the way. And she's in. Looks pretty nice. Make sure we have clearance. Oh yeah, plenty. All right. Let's get her tightened down. Okay, carburetor is in. It's all tight. Fuel lines are on, fuel filter, fuel pressure gauge from Jags. I still need to wire it up. I capped off all the vacuum ports because I'm not sure. Look at the condition of these things. I'm not sure if they're leaking, so I'm gonna leave that off for now. I should take this one off too, but I'm gonna leave it. I think it's fine. All right, so I checked the ignition here. I opened it up and it looks like someone already converted it to electronic. I'm going to test for power here and see if I have 12 volts, and it doesn't drop down to 9. And I need to put a bolt in here, keep this tight, because I don't want this to bounce off and flip and fall out. That's going to be a problem. All right, another issue right here. The cable's a little too long now. Not sure why. I'll figure it out. I did adjust it just a hair right here, but I don't like it, so maybe a new bracket. Anyway, let me wire this up, and then we'll see if the fuel filter gets filled with fuel. See you in a minute.
Alright, so I was just trying to pump the fuel and she started right up by mistake. Let her warm up, and then I'll show you guys a little better so you can hear me.
Alright, so here's what happened. So I wired it all up just to test it, and I cranked it just to get fuel in the filter. While I was cranking it, she just started right up and ran nice and smooth. Yeah, she's running smoothly. But no bueno here. This is the original wire from the ignition, and it's down to just under 9 volts. So that's not good. I'm gonna have to run a wire for 12 volts or find one around here somewhere. I'm sure I can find one, and get my 12 volts there for the electric choke. So let me work on that, and we'll do some tuning. See you in a minute. Okay, so I found a 12 volt source right here with the key, and it's 12 volts. It's not connected to anything. It's just laying there, so I figure I can use that. And I noticed that there's a lot of disconnected wiring here. This is a heavy gauge wire here. I'm not sure what it's for. I guess we'll figure that out later. And then this is the ignition wire here. This one that looks like it's wrapped in some sort of cloth, but you can see there it's fray. So I'm gonna have to go ahead and wrap that up, and just to make sure it doesn't short out. All right, let's try this out. Woo! Smooth. She's idling. Just above 5. I'm gonna call that 6.5, 7, 6.5, 7. Let's bring her up to about 7.5, 8. As soon as she gets up to temperature. And then we'll take her for a test drive. Jesus, that's nice. Wow, they weren't lying. You put these carburetors in, no need for adjustment. That doesn't look too good. We got 0 pressure. That can't be right. Oh well, it looks good on there. I'll be right back. Alright, I want to apologize. I went for a test drive and forgot to take the camera with me. But, yeah, let me shut it off so you guys can hear me. Just give me 1 second. Alright, so we're idling around 7,500, 8,000. But here's the issue. I plugged these two lines back in, and yep, there's a vacuum leak somewhere along here, comes around here, connects here. You got lines everywhere, vacuum lines. I mean, they're all over the place. Where am I going to find this leak? You got another vacuum line here, you got some here. There are vacuum lines everywhere. So when I plug this in, it idles up to 10. So there is a leak somewhere. And these lines look original to the car. Yep, they're 50 years old. And what they do is they operate your headlights. They operate by vacuum. So I'm gonna be here for a little while trying to track down this leak. Anyway, I think this video is long enough. Stay tuned for part 2. Thanks for watching. We'll see you again.